The deadly war in Nottingham. Nottingham isn't that well known of a city compared to London, Birmingham or Manchester, but it has been put on the map multiple times with rappers such as SV, M-Way and Young T and Bugsy. In the 90s and early 2000s, Nottingham was known as Shottingham due to the insane amount of gun crime. Around these times the Bestwood crime family, Yardis and Pakistanis were the most dominant gangs and St Anne's was the worst block in the whole city. This is where the name Shottingham came from. There are many gangs from Nottingham such as Croft Block, Sixes, CMG and Way 2. However, in this video I'll be discussing two main gangs who are on the opposite sides of the city. The first gang is from Radford NG7. It is one of the most infamous gangs in the city, and in 2016 they shot Lamps from Wood Green when he lived in Nottingham and repped CMG for a short period. Surprisingly, this is the only time he was touched by ops apart from the time he was killed by N15. Radford, also known as Raddy, is made up of a whole list of sets, but the main two are BTS and TPS, standing for bottom side and top side. Raddy has been highly active for decades and right now they are still on it. They have two rappers from their set called M-Way and H. Muller as well as Shaq, who are all Raddy members. Raddy's main ops are CMG from NG3 and Top Valley from NG5. In this video I'll be focusing on the beef with NG5. NG5 has two main blocks called Top Valley and Arnold Hill. Top Valley is the main set in NG5 and are known for their use of guns. Top Valley are a much smaller gang than Raddy, but they are still holding it down for their set. Top Valley have two very famous rappers, Young T and Bugsy, who invited a lot of Top Valley members to the video shoot with Heady One. The events in this story will have taken place in the last few years as details are hard to find and a lot of this information is alleged. So the beef between these two sets have always been hot, and before it became worse, F1 from Raddy killed a man and was jailed, and some speculations are that he was somehow linked with Top Valley. However, the main beef kicked off in an attack that took the whole of the UK by shock. On Monday 12th of October 2022, BTS members known as Maz and DP were in the town centre waiting for the bus when they saw a Top Valley member called Trap Spot walk right past them. He was on the phone to his bank at the time. He was recognized quickly as he was quite a locally famous rapper who made multiple disses towards Raddy in his songs. He and other members from both Top Valley and CMG were heavily dissing Y9, who was a Raddy affiliate who was sadly killed in 2019. Maz and DP were baitface and approached Trapspot, with Maz pulling out a ZK and stabbing Trapspot multiple times. Unfortunately, he died soon after in front of a busy street in the town centre, with hundreds witnessing the whole thing. Maz and DP both made an escape, with DP being arrested on the bus and Maz being arrested soon after near the high-rise flats. Maz, although making an escape, was quickly identified as he dropped his phone at the scene. It's unknown what happened right after, but not long after the killing took place, Montel from Top Valley was charged with attempted murder after stabbing a Radford member, allegedly leaving him blind, and around the same time a Radford GM was also charged for a stabbing that occurred. Around a year after the incident took place, Mesh and other Top Valley members were jailed for 45 years for a double shootings that took place. Another incident that I could add, that may have happened due to this beef, was a stabbing of a Top Valley affiliate that was allegedly done by a member of North Side who have ties with Raddy. On the 10th of August 2022, RC from Radford was stabbed to death. He was an older man and may have changed his life around, but unfortunately still suffered the consequences. He loved all over the city, and it's crazy to think that the beef is this deadly in a city 30 times smaller than London and no one has talked about it. The street life isn't a life worth living. Get your money and leave.